30 days on the rational diet. Let's see how it works. Hello, I'm Dr. Sam, this is Dr. Sam's Health, and today I would like to make a video about my first 30 days of my 2023 body transformation. And as you know, I'm following my own approach, which is called The Rational Diet. The book that I published, check it out, it has everything outlined in it. And I've already made a video about the first 15 days of my weight loss and get into perfect shape. And I realized that, I feel that this first video was a little bit too enthusiastic. I've lost 18 pounds in 15 days, which is a great result. But my message in the book and in all my videos is that I don't want you to try to replicate that. For me, it's just a proof of concept kind of activity. I'm trying to maximize results. I'm trying to showcase my diet, but it is never meant to be a short-term process. It is a long-term process. In the book, I even say that it's not a sprint, it's not even a marathon, it's a journey. Proper weight loss approach should be a lifestyle modification, and it takes months, sometimes years, to get into perfect shape. And of course, the idea is that you will do it over the course of a reasonable period of time and sustain it. So essentially, it's a lifelong initiative. Having said that, I've made this video, I've essentially bossed it, I've flexed my muscles here a little bit, showing that I've lost 18 pounds in just 15 days. And with this 30-day video, I would like to show that it's not realistically that drastic of a change. So usually what we talk about is people losing a certain amount of body weight in the first several days, then the process slows down, and as you will see, in my case, it also slowed down. So I'll walk you through the whole 30 days, essentially again, over the course of the first 15 days, and then what happened in the following 15 days. So 30 days in total. Having said that, let me do my regular disclaimers. First of all, I'm a medical doctor, but I do not give any kind of medical advice here on YouTube or over internet in general. Second, I do express certain opinions which are solely mine. They do not necessarily represent the opinions of my regulatory bodies, my colleges, my universities, my profession. I'm a psychiatrist, and by the way, I just came from work. And the last thing is, I'm not promoting any kind of extreme weight loss. In the book, in my videos, I might do some fast stints of weight loss, but in general, I always mention it. It is a long-lasting process, and you cannot actually go past certain benchmark. You can only lose certain amount of weight over the course of certain period of time, and it always takes that amount of time. If you want to force this process, usually nothing good comes out of it. So anyhow, let's talk about the first 30 days. First 30 days, I started with a relatively high weight for a person of my size, around 93 kilos. And actually, I've got an opportunity to show you exactly how I looked like just 30 days ago. Here we go. Hello, my friends. Today is April 20th, 2023, and I'm started my 2023 body transformation journey. With this little snippet, I would like to show you, first of all, how I look like, and also I would like to explain to you why I'm starting it today. So long story short, in the last couple of months, I've been traveling a lot. I've been to the Middle East, attended a friend's wedding, then there was a cruise, then I went to France, Paris for a conference, and throughout 3-4 weeks, I've been exposed to absolutely wonderful meals and cuisines, and it was very difficult to follow any kind of decent, healthy diet just because of the exposures, temptations, and restrictions imposed by the travel mode, let's call it this way. Obviously, when I came back, there were quite a few follow-up meetings with lots of friends, family members, business lunches, dinners, galas, and so on. And also we had Easter. I live in a Catholic country predominantly, but I'm an Orthodox Christian, so I had Catholic Christmas, Easter, and Orthodox Easter. And obviously, these were also kind of tough on weight loss gain balance, and I have regained some weight. Obviously, it's not the worst of mine, but I do know for sure that I have a little bit of a belly. I can barely fit my pants. And I think that the silver lining to the situation is that I can showcase my weight loss approach, which is based on the rational diet. So what I'm going to do starting today, April 20th, 2023, is I'm going to lose weight, and I'm going to follow my approach outlined in my book, and I will walk you through all the steps of weight loss, and I will be able to show you what we can expect and how it works. So wish me luck, and I'll see you in a short bit. And now, when you have seen how I look like 30 days ago, I would like to show you what happens over the course of just a couple of days, how much weight I could lose in just 3 days. Here we go. Hello my friends, today is April 23rd, 2023. It's been 3 days since I started my 2023 body transformation journey. As I said, I'm following my book, The Rational Diet. I've got a very good explanation for all the steps I'm taking, description of the roadmap, the steps you need to take. And today I would like, first of all, to show you how I look like just after 3 days, report to you my progress, which is I've lost 11 pounds or slightly over 5 kilos, which is a lot even for myself. Usually I lose around 5, 6, 7, 8 pounds in the first couple of days of the diet. And there's a good explanation actually outlined in my book. Normally when you go on a very strict diet, your body loses a lot of essentially water and some stuff that it doesn't really need. And that's why when you start a very strict diet, you usually tend to lose a decent amount of body weight, which is not really reflective of anything of substance for your weight loss journey. It's just the very beginning. Anyhow, the book outlines a number of steps that we take in order to progress to our goal. Steps number 1 and 2 are first assessing your baseline, and step number 2 is setting your goal. I'm trying to show you some tools that I use. I've got 3 scales that I use for assessment of my body weight. It looks a little bit weird because I have 3 of them, but I just happen to have 3. Just historically, this one is like maybe 8, 9 years old. This one is 4 years old. This one is relatively new, and it's like the most expensive and most sophisticated one. It also can tell you your body fat percentage, your lean body mass, number of other parameters, and I use this, the cheapest tool ever, the measuring tape, to measure your body circumferences, and that allows you to use certain formulas that you can either use get from my book, or you can get them on my website, or you can just do them using a calculator. They allow you to calculate your body fat percentage and number of other parameters. Step 2 would be setting a goal, and obviously this video is like 30-day video, 30 days on the rational diet. I have certain goals, but the ultimate goal of mine is to get 6-pack abs, to get to 12 to 8% body fat, and that will be something that I will outline in my large video on like 100 days or so on this wonderful diet. So that was everything I wanted to communicate to you today. I'll see you in the next snippet just in a second. Okay, now I think we're ready to talk about what I've been eating, just because it's a video about the diet, so I think it only makes sense to show what exactly is incorporated into my nutrition these days. Here we go. Well, my friends, today is April 27th, 2023, which means it's been 1 full week of my 2023 body transformation journey, and as I said, I'm following my own protocol outlined in my book, The Rational Diet. And today I would like to make one snippet where I will show my physique, which has changed. Maybe you cannot see much of a difference since just a week ago, but I've already lost 13 pounds, and I do feel significant improvement, at least subjective, in the way I feel, the way my clothes fit me, and also I must say a couple of words about the trajectory. I already said that in the first 3 days I've lost 11 pounds, which is a good start, but I outlined it in my book and in great detail what happens when you just go on a very strict diet. You tend to lose a lot of lean body mass, body water, then your weight loss process actually stops because you might be like rehydrated. There are some electrolyte changes and hydration level changes. So that's exactly what happened with me. My weight loss progress stalled for a couple of days. It was actually very demotivating, but I know that it almost inevitably happens when you are losing weight. And in the last couple of days, I kept losing weight. So in total, I've lost 30 pounds. Good result. Usually I aim for losing 15 pounds in the first 15 days. That's my typical amount. We'll see if I can do a slightly better on the rational diet, but again, it's not really important for me how much weight I lose in the first week or 2 or 3. What we're talking about is the lifestyle modification, and that's what the book is about. And also, the book outlines the parameters of nutrition that we should follow, and what kind of rational approaches we can use in terms of planning our macros, micros, our nutritional intake in general to optimize health and to lose weight. So today I would like to show you what I have been eating in the last week and what I am planning to eat for the next couple of weeks at least. And then I will start adding more food categories, just because in the very beginning I actually like to start strong with very intense diet, and then you'll add a little bit of calories here and there, a little bit of protein here and there, a little bit of carbs. So far I've been focusing on protein, and that's my book actually is heavily focused on protein. So my go-to source of protein is chicken. There are chicken breasts. I prefer chicken thighs because they nutritionally are almost the same, obviously skinless, boneless. They have a little bit less protein per 100 grams and a little bit more fat, but their texture is much nicer than chicken breast. Chicken breasts tend to be very dry to my taste, let's put it this way. I air fry them, no extra added oil, fat. You just air fry. Put these little things into the air fryer, turn it on, in 25-30 minutes you've got delicious meal, and actually some of the fat is lost in the process just because it kind of drips. So obviously I cannot survive on just chicken, though I've made a video about that, check it out. You get very tired of it. I also add a little bit of yogurt, and that is a very specific yogurt actually. It has 0% fat. And it has a lot of protein. So the reason or the rationale for including this into my daily nutrition is, first of all, I need more protein. Chicken breasts or thighs are quite boring. It brings some calcium and vitamin D with it, and this yogurt is actually not very calorific. Per 175 grams per cup of yogurt, you get 17 grams of protein, which is very close to 100 grams of chicken thighs, and also just like 100 calories. So it is pretty good. Also, speaking of minerals and vitamins, I like adding a little bit of berries. In this case, I've got strawberries. They're very nice. They have minimal amount of calories in them. It's like 50 calories per 100 grams or so. Some vitamin C, some fiber, some water. Also, I add some green leafy non-starchy vegetables. Right now I've got asparagus. You can use spinach, you can use all kinds of cruciferous vegetables, quite frankly. You can use cauliflower, broccoli, lettuce, spinach, whatever you like. They don't have many calories in them. They have some fiber, some vitamins, some water that comes with them. And speaking of water and hydration, also I do drink some stuff. So I obviously consume decent amounts of coffee, actually a lot of it. Maybe not the healthiest thing. Maybe I'll make a video about the health impacts of coffee, but coffee does help with metabolic boosting. Also, I have some pop. In this case, my drink of choice is Coke Zero. Maybe not the healthiest thing ever, but I need to have a little bit of fun with my diet, so I like Coke Zero. And I also drink G Zero, which is Gatorade with zero sugar and I think almost 0 calories in it. Yeah, 5 calories per bottle, pretty much nothing. And also, just a reminder, the Gatorade was the drink that was designed for athletes to replenish lost fluids. So Gatorade packs a decent amount of electrolytes. And speaking of electrolytes, I also have the secret broth. which is literally chicken broth. It has just 10 calories per cup, but it's packed with electrolytes, and that is something I actually recommend including into your daily routine when you're on a low carb or keto diet, because it helps with management of electrolyte. So physiologically, when you are going on a low carb or keto diet, your insulin levels drop, and with that comes a significant loss of certain electrolytes, and drinking something like chicken broth or salted water actually helps with replenishing this electrolytes. I pick chicken broth because it is convenient, so packaged. It's not too bad. I cannot say that I love it, but it does help with things like keto flu. I don't actually experience any issues with feeling unwell when I'm in low carb diet, especially in the very beginning. So that was my update for today. I'll keep you posted, and see you in a split second. Now we can take a look at the first 15 days. It's kind of a recap because I already spoke about it in my previous video, but still, here is some fresh footage from 15 days ago. Oh, May 5th, 2023, or exactly 15 days since I started my 2023 transformation journey. I'm following my diet, the rational diet, and I'm kind of wrapping up the first 15 days, and there will be a video on that will be dedicated to the 15-day challenge on the rational diet. For the purposes of this video, I'm going to make a longer video about at least 30 days on the rational diet, but for now I just wanted you to see how I look like after just 15 days. Likely you can already tell that there is a difference. I can definitely feel it. I've lost 17.9 pounds. I definitely still need to lose more to get to like a perfect chiseled physique. I also noticed that my belt is getting loose. My pants that used to be quite tight. These jeans are very slim fit, athletic jeans, and they are feeling all right, and likely they will feel quite loose. Likely I'll have to add a couple of holes to my belt, but it's already looking almost inappropriate in size, too long. And that is my message for today. That's my update. So I'll see you in my next snippet just in a second. Right after that, my weight loss slowed down significantly, as expected, but also on top of the natural weight fluctuations. I had a couple of cheat days, and each time I would have a cheat day, I would regain a significant amount of water weight. So it was actually very discouraging. Then I would get back to caloric restriction, then I would lose the same, like 3-4 pounds overnight. And quite frankly, that taught me that I have to be very consistent. And actually I talk about it in the book. You have to be consistent. Also, I realized that on top of the consistency, you have to try to incorporate more exercise. And as I have been losing weight, I realized that on top of working out every day, I should incorporate something very simple, something like walking. And here we go, a short snippet of me walking back from work and talking about my weight loss. Here we go. Hello, May 16th, 2023. I'm walking back from work because I started walking to work and back. I also started standing, my standing desk at work, and I purchased a new standing desk for my home, so I can sit, I can stand, trying to boost my metabolism this way. A little bit of calories spent here and there actually go a long way. In terms of the weight, it actually slowed down. I mean, weight loss. I think I've lost an extra pound and a half since my last installment, which was 15 days on the rational diet. But interestingly enough, well, there are two explanations for that. One explanation is it's a natural process. You lose a lot of weight in the very beginning, and then it slows down because your metabolic rate adjusts, because it becomes a little bit more difficult to lose weight. But the main reason is actually the fact that I was slacking. There were a couple of nights when I increased my caloric intake, and it played a role. I regained a little bit of weight, then I re-lost it. So there have been a couple of major ups and downs. Now I'm on a good track again, and I hope I will be able to lose more than a couple of pounds over the course of this second set of 15 days. We'll see how it goes. See you in my next snippet. So coming back to my office/studio, I realized that I have to be consistent. I started walking to work and backwards. I got myself an arrangement at work when I would have a standing desk, and I actually purchased a very nice sit-stand desk. It will take a little bit of time for it to rise to the point when you would see it, but I'll try to do it while I'm talking. So it's rising. So I started to stand more, like usually like 3, 4, 5 hours a day. Here we go. I started walking to work. I have been working out every single day. Again, usually I've been doing a lot of it's resistance exercise, and I was trying to increase the volume rather than intensity, just because you want to stay motivated, and when you increase both the volume and intensity and you're in a caloric deficit, it actually becomes very tedious and very demotivated to go to the gym and work out when the demands are very high. So all I'm trying to do is just trying to go to the gym every day. Not trying, actually I have been going to the gym every single day, having a light resistance exercise workout, but was just trying to make sure that I'm consistent with my diet, I'm consistent with my walk and standing, with my sleep, and with my workouts. In total, I've lost several more pounds, and that is it. That is the summary of the 30 days of my 2023 body transformation. Now you can see that I'm standing. I just want you to be able to assess my physique. That's how I look like right now. Actually, a couple of achievements that I had. First of all, I've lost some weight. My BMI is normal right now, which is actually amazing. I don't believe in BMI as being a very good individual indicator of fitness, but it's nice to have it. My scale tells me that I'm in perfect shape according to the scale's standards. So my BMI is fine, my muscle mass is actually greater than average, and my body fat percentage is within some accepted normal limits. I also, some people at work told me to stop doing it, because if I lose any more weight I will start looking quite sickly, quote unquote. I don't think so. I actually think that I need to lose 15-20 more pounds. Actually, it's not even like me thinking. If I want to get to like shredded physique, to amazing abs, visible abs, I will have to lose decent amount of body fat, and I do have certain amount of it here in the central area, but obviously there is like thin layer of fat all over my body. It's like around 2 square meters so of like skin surface. So in total we're talking about pounds upon pounds of body fat that needs to be lost. It's not that visible, it's not that obvious, but if I want to get to this fantastic shape once in my lifetime, I'll have to do this. Having said that, again, I'm not trying to promote any kind of extreme weight loss. I totally understand that weight loss will take a while. So right now I'm going to set an intermediate goal of losing 15-20 more pounds to get to 12-15% body fat range. At this point I will definitely not have any kind of even semblance of love handles. Actually I don't have them right now, and I will likely start seeing my abs, but they won't be the like competition grade. It's a reasonable goal, and we need to attach the timeline. Actually describe it in the book too. The timeline will be the next 8 weeks or so. So I've lost 18 pounds in the first 2 weeks, then I lost 5 more pounds, and this 5 more pounds is more indicative of what I can realistically expect from my program. Losing somewhere within 5-10 pounds a month. So over the course of the next 2 months, if I'm lucky, I will be able to lose 15-20 pounds and get into a very, very, very good shape. Right now I'm in a decent shape. I'm gonna get into a really good shape, and after that we're gonna talk about six-pack abs on a separate occasion. Whether I still want to pursue it or not, we will see. It's actually I must say that all this dieting, it takes its toll on me. It limits my social activities. It affects the way I work, the amount of glucose I have in my system. It affects my sleep a little bit, my workout routines, and so on. So all I'm trying to do is just trying to be real about everything. Everything that I'm talking about is described in the book. I'll make another video in a couple of months about this, like 3-4 months of dieting in 2023, where like I will outline everything. Check out my website, drsamshealth.com. I've got some tools for you there, link to the book, some body transformation tool, my blogs, my videos, and so on. So support me, ask me questions. Always happy to interact with you guys and ladies, of course. Thank you so much. See you in the next video. All the very best.